You're listening to the We Talk Nerd podcast, a podcast about gaming, movies, and everything nerd. I'm your host, Brandon.
I'm Jared.
I'm Andrew.
All right, let's start off. Andrew, what have you been playing?
So recently, I played a board game called, you may have heard of it, Game of Thrones. So,
Okay.
the Game of Thrones board game. And since all of this rise of board games and tabletop games, I just want to talk about board games because we're nerds. We can talk about board games. And
Right.
this game's really good. It's 6-player max, and you can. It's a very long game. It's like 4 to 5 hours to get through
Like
it.
Monopoly time.
It's a very long game, very in depth. And I'm just gonna go over like just a brief example of how like one turn goes, and then you can see what we get from it. But this like a light description of how the game plays. It's like Risk meets chess meets a card game.
Mhm.
So for a round of gameplay, there are 3 decks of Westeros events. You can choose one. You choose one from each stage. So stage 1 could be mustering, so you get more units. Stage 2 could be get more power tokens, and stage 3 could be Wildling's attack or something. And then
Huh.
each player puts down order tokens face down, so no one knows what they are except of course, you putting down your march order, your support, your raid, your defense, or consolidate power. Then everyone flips over those order tokens, and in order of the Iron Throne track, they resolve their orders one at a time until all of the orders have been resolved. And there's 10 rounds of this. The idea is to gain as much strongholds, castles on the map as possible. If someone hits 7 strongholds, the game ends. And that's just
Huh.
about 10% of the game. Like during a battle, where I say it's a card game, when you do a march order against an opposing house, then you have to use a card, and they all have different like power values. And then
Mhm.
you put the card down face down, you flip it over at the same time, and then you add up all your units power and your card power, and whoever wins, you know, you do whatever's on the card or something. You just go into that area, you take over that area. It's really cool. I highly
Sounds
recommend it. Look
fun.
look it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Might
Really
look
fun.
into getting that. That sounds really fun.
How much does it cost? Like, is it one of these like $60 board games?
Oh yeah. Probably. Yeah, I think
Yikes.
it's like that way. Yeah, it's a nice board. You got nice pieces. Yeah, I think it's well worth it. The cards are well printed, some really good art there, and I think if you like the lore, and the people that I play with actually watch the TV show as well, they really enjoy how it encompasses the
Hmm.
TV show as well. And then other than that, I played Mass Effect Andromeda. I faced my first architect. That was a really cool battle.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
enjoying it.
those are always fun.
Yeah.
What
I
about you,
don't know
Jared?
what
What have you been
that
up
is.
to?
PUBG.
Oh,
Hey.
little bit of that. I was actually just playing a game. Little rage going on. But no, I actually been playing a little bit of Madden 18. Just came out this past week. Got the GOAT edition. You gotta go all the way.
Can't do it.
I mean,
Not with Tom Brady. Can't do it.
well, I did it because
Fresh wounds.
Madden Ultimate Team, they kind of put a spin on it this year. They brought back like squad play, so you can play Madden Ultimate Team, but you can also do it with your friends. So
Okay.
you can play 3 versus 3 online. And it's like someone's the offensive coordinator, someone's the defensive coordinator, and someone's head coach. I mean that's really not important. As you just certain positions you get to control certain
Right.
players or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. It seems kind of cool. I actually have not played a squad game yet. Um, Mostly what I've been playing on Madden is the long shot. It's like the story mode,
Yeah.
and it's literally about you trying to make it as a NFL player, and you go on this game show called The Long Shot, where you get coached by like old NFL coaches and try to make it in the NFL. And it's like a TV show inside the game.
How would you compare it to like my career on 2K?
It's I'd say it's definitely different.
Different good?
Yes. Well, you get options like to choose what you're gonna do. Like I don't know. Like for example, it's just that something early on in the game. Like you're driving to like the regional combine with your best friend from college, and ended up you were almost late, so you could try to bribe the person to let you still sign up, or you know be charming, and then like that affects your scouting report, even though technically
Huh.
no one saw it, but it's basing your character off of your character.
Okay. That's your
It's like
choices.
it's like they put Mass Effect stuff
Yep.
inside Madden Longshot.
And there's like little mini games, like for the combine there's mini games. There's the story is way more in depth. Like you have flashback to your college days because you like ended up quitting. I think it was your first year in college because of a bad game, and your dad died. So
Spoilers.
you learned it in the first 5 minutes. I don't consider that spoilers. But yeah, no, it's definitely very story driven, and I think it's interesting so far.
Cool. I mean, they're trying
Cool.
something different. That's what we want, I think, as gamers, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess they're trying to attract people to play Madden. I don't know. I don't think this will get people who don't play Madden to buy Madden, but
It might. I mean, some people would look for that story aspect of things, and the story mode with football might do it.
I mean, I guess.
It makes me
But,
more interested in it than just a normal Madden game without it.
but I guess other than that, with the Xbox, I did officially pre-order my Xbox One X.
You're my hero.
Yeah, already on eBay, they're selling for $1,100.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy
Mm.
now. I
So,
think that's they had some numbers. I agree with this too. It's the fastest selling Xbox One, like of the S and then original. It's the fastest selling.
oh yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't think the S was impressive. Like, I don't think it was that big of a step up.
Hmm.
I don't know. In my personal opinion, I think the S is actually better than the PS4 Pro.
Is it
Yeah, but
in the hardware
it,
wise?
I
I don't
don't.
know.
I
Yeah.
I just don't think it was a big step up, as big as the Xbox One X is, and plus it's going to be smaller than any other one that's
But
been
no,
released.
it's definitely the X is definitely going to be a much larger jump, considering it's supposed to be a high end console.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. Who knows? I might think about selling it.
I think it's what the consoles are going to start going to. You're going to have your base model, then you're going to have like a premium version.
Yeah, which I don't know. Yeah, I can definitely see that
Well, I
for the
really want to
future.
know when you get it. How
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll make what's in the box, but we know what's in the box.
we already know what's in the box.
Are you going to get a 4K TV for it, or are you going to hold out?
Oh yeah,
He's
I've
gotta
kind.
have one.
Yeah, this is a waste. It's a
I
waste
mean, it's
to
not.
not buy one.
They will perform better even in 1080p, even if you don't have 4K.
Brandon, you're dumb if you buy the Xbox One X and don't have a 4K TV.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it does run better.
No,
I'm not saying you don't have to.
I'm telling everyone right now. If you buy an Xbox One X and you're playing it on a 1080p TV, that you're stupid.
So what he's saying in a nice sense is it matches well with a 4K display. So you might as well get one.
If you want to get a less abrasive approach.
Well, still, he's my hero. He's gonna get it. He's gonna tell me how good it is, and I'm probably gonna get one.
I'm gonna regret it.
That's how it's gonna happen.
But no, I guess other than that, I guess on the PC side, obviously still been playing a lot of PUBG because more and more people are buying it. Like I play with different people every week. It's crazy. And it's not really that I'm going out to try to find people to play. It's just like friends of friends of friends are buying it. But it's also, I feel like I'm teaching people how to play the game every time I play. But like, jumping out of the plane, Brandon. Uh,
Hey, man.
no, but no, it's really fun. Love the community so far. It's awesome. Other than that, I guess lastly would be WoW. I'm actually about to be raiding with some former Badman Majamas
Nice.
a couple days a week. I think Sunday, Mondays. But it'll obviously be after we record, like 9 to
Right,
11:30.
right.
Back on Bleeding Hollow. So playing with Majin Fu, Tentacular, shout out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Halleck trying to talk Grizzly Cats coming back.
Grizzly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
Kid Rad.
No one cares about him.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Cool little fact about PUBG. Apparently, 55% of the people who own it were CS:GO players, and the ones that used to play PUBG or used to play CS:GO, that played 50% more than the average person, now play 30% less CS:GO than they did before PUBG came out.
PUBG actually passed Dota as the #1 concurrent gamers on Steam.
Yeah, so it looks like a lot of people are swapping their shooters over to the PUBG,
Except me.
except you. Yeah, I played a little bit of it earlier this week with you, and we got our first chicken dinner. That was cool.
Congrats.
Super excited about that.
Brandon died to the smoke or whatever you want to call it, the zone. It was cool.
The zone. I mean, it was a tight zone. We had people all over the place. I died to the zone. They have a choice.
Hey.
I couldn't hide behind your tree, man. I mean, that was your tree.
I respect that.
But other than that, I've played a little bit. City Skylines, Kingdom. Continued playing some more Kingdom Hearts. I've been working on finishing up that series before the third one comes out. And right before we started recording, I was hammering out some Destiny 2 beta. So that's fun.
I do that too. I just
It feels
got on
so
mine.
good on PC.
Oh yeah. I
It's
played a minute and I knew this is the platform for me.
It feels a whole lot different than console games. I don't know what it is, but it just feels really nice to play Destiny on a PC.
Yep, and the look and the feel. Oh man.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
With my 1080 GTX 1080, it's just man, I just can't wait.
Before today, there's really hasn't been much that's piqued my interest. Tomorrow I'll have Mario X Rabbids, so I'll play it this week and get a review for next week, and I'm excited about that. So far,
Awesome.
the reviews that's come in so far that I've seen are really good. It's for that kind of game anyway. I thought it wasn't going to be great, but the reviews
Isn't
look
that
really
the
good.
game isn't that like XCOM?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, XCOM with Mario and Rabbid characters.
So like 8s, 9s?
Yeah, I've seen a couple 9s. I think there was some 8s. I don't have the list
Wow.
in front of me, but it was really high. It was surprising.
I'm curious about the story. Like I don't know how you can make a story with Mario and Rabbids, but if they can pull it together, I don't know. All right.
I'm sure they'll come up with something. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Nice.
Gamescom was last week. They've not a whole lot that I know of came out of it. I know that Blizzard had their panel, but all they did was really talk about 7.3, which we are literally already know everything about. Microsoft
Yep.
announced Age of Empires 4, which has been 10 years since Age of Empires 3.
Wow.
So a lot of people have been wanting that game, and it's finally coming out. I don't know if you guys have ever played them or big into strategy games, but I know Age of Empires 2 was my jam back in the day.
I know people that are still playing Age of Empires 3. So
I mean, I wasn't really big into 3. I like 2. I think I like 2 a whole lot better, but I don't know. It was that weird time where they had like games for Windows and stuff.
mm-hmm.
But
I don't know anything about that life.
It's a
Crackdown
popular
3 got
game.
delayed. Yeah, it's really popular.
Is it strategy? Like, is it?
Yes,
Well,
strategy.
okay.
Yep.
Crackdown 3
So
delayed.
It is a
Unfortunate.
very Crackdown 3 delayed. But just to give you what the kind of game it is, it's like Civ, but not as detailed. I guess you can say it's not a 4 times strategy game. It's your typical sort of like StarCraft. I don't know if you've played StarCraft, but it's like StarCraft.
Oh, so like it doesn't like it's RTS.
Yes, RTS.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, for the 3rd time in a row, Crackdown 3 was delayed. I don't know for how long, but it's not going to be a launch title with Xbox One X like it was supposed to be.
Microsoft been slipping.
Yep. Final Fantasy 15 is coming for the PC though. People are excited about that. I never played it on PS4. Did you guys play it on PS4?
Well, I have it on Xbox.
Oh, okay.
I got
I
I
forgot
got
it
it for
also came out
free.
for Xbox.
I got it for free, so I downloaded it. I actually haven't played it, so
To be
I,
honest,
yeah.
no, go ahead.
Do
what's
what?
up?
Oh, sorry. Well, I, to be honest, really haven't. I've only played one Final Fantasy, or okay, 2 if you want to count the MMO, but
Mhm.
It counts.
I've only played like 10 and 10-2, I guess. And
10
I don't,
to that's
I don't
fine.
think I beat him. I don't think
Oh,
I
you
beat him.
didn't beat him. Well, then no, it's not okay.
That's not fine.
10 is my favorite Final Fantasy.
I like
But
10 a lot.
we should know that I'm not very good at finishing single player games.
Nope. But yeah, I've watched the streams back when it came out originally. It's a cool game. It's in depth. It's a lot different from the previous Final Fantasy games. And
It was just the
people really,
characters that sometimes
people really wanted it on the PC. Like that was what they really wanted,
Mhm.
and they're getting it. They said mods are going to be allowed, so you can mod it all up if you want. It's going to be interesting to
Interesting.
see.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun for the modders.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's an announcement for a Jurassic Park theme park game, sort of like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with dinosaurs.
I saw that one.
And it's being made by the Planet Coaster people, which Planet Coaster turned out really, really well. So hopefully this game will turn out really, really well.
They had
Wait,
some gameplay. I saw some gameplay too. It looked fun. It looked fun.
so you're telling me that I can make a park and like all my visitors are just gonna die?
Pretty much.
I mean, I don't think that's the goal, but
It's not the goal,
yeah.
but you could, I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some
I mean-
disasters that are gonna happen, right?
I mean,
Of course.
it never fails. Like, come on.
I mean, when you're messing with dinosaurs, something's bound to go wrong.
What's the line? Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way. I couldn't do it in the Goldblum voice. I couldn't do it, but
yeah. Some other interesting news: the Rift dropped in price, so it's only $3.99 now. And then followed up right by that, the Vive dropped in price.
was this
And
all? Is this all news from Gamescom still, or is that?
I don't know if that's considered. I don't know if it was game. I don't know
I
if
think
they
that was a
announced it was
while
Gamescom
ago.
or not. I don't know
Okay,
if it was
but
I know, but today the PSVR went down some more. So all the VR stuff's coming down a little bit.
Like,
I mean, I have friends that have VR and they have the Vive, which is the most expensive, and they have the full room set and everything. I've tried it. I enjoyed the experience of what it is,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of like I don't have pets, but I can enjoy some of people's pets for a while and like
Right.
not actually have to pay the price and take care of it. Because I asked them like, when's the last time you actually played it? It's like a month, because there's no killer app yet.
No games. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Does
like
that make sense? Yeah.
I'm waiting till I can play Halo, Gears of War, like Destiny. Like once I can play that
Skyrim.
on a VR, then
Yeah.
Skyrim.
then I might pay like $300, $400, $500. But what? No, like I'm not trying to play like some NES games.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of options. That's probably why I haven't dove into it yet either. I really want to try it out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they said Skyrim's going to have a VR. I know for a fact Fallout 4 is, but I'm pretty sure they're working on Skyrim VR. But that's
It's an experience. It's an experience. It's good stuff. It's very well built. You don't get sick when you're motion blur or anything like that. The controls are very lifelike. Again, the experience is great. I just need an app. You need an RPG. You need something to help
Right.
this
Which
platform get off the ground.
yeah, and I mean I can't remember who did a survey a while back, but the survey was like pretty much, do you even care about VR anymore? Like, and it was like drastically no. Like, people are kind of over it until like something needs to happen. I think that it needs to get down to like maybe 2 or 3 like main sets instead of like, what is it, like 5, 6?
Well,
Like,
these are the 3 major ones: the PSVR, the Rift, and the Vive. Those are the major ones, and
Right.
they're very expensive still. Even with the $399 price for the Rift or the PSVR being $350, it's still expensive. It's like buying another system,
It
really,
is like
and
buying another system. It really is.
ridiculous.
without any games that are going to support you actually buying this. That it just, I don't know. It
But at the
needs
same time,
more. Yeah,
yeah, what do you expect them to charge? Like, though, that's the thing. Like,
you're right. You're right. It needs hardware to support that sort of experience. Um,
Yeah.
I think the
Hopefully,
platform
hopefully it'll
itself
come
was
down.
driving it.
I think it was rushed.
Was it rushed? Yeah, because there's no software. Yeah,
It's
so if they waited for the software to come out with
hmm
a really good hardware, that I think that would have been better. Yeah.
I think there's little jewels it's in there right now. Like when Resident Evil 7, I've heard people say that Resident Evil 7 on the PSVR is like the best way to experience that game.
I can
And it's a
agree with that. Yeah, I'm
and it's a
sure.
AAA
I
title,
mean,
so
I'm not trying to like mess my pants. So
well, that's a big thing though, because it's all about immersion, and the biggest thing with horror games is the immersion. So that's a big corner of the VR market is the horror games.
Okay, so put in perspective here, that's a AAA title that came
Yep.
out on all of them, right?
It was just on the PSVR,
See that
from what I understand.
that's not
I
good. It
could be
needs to
wrong,
be
and
on the other ones too.
I know it's on PC, so it might work with the Vive and Rift on PC. I'm not sure,
I don't know.
but
Yeah.
the Microsoft, they're working on. They're not really making their own VR, but they're opening it up for other companies like Acer and stuff to make like so like PC parts now. There'll be different types of VR headsets from a lot of different companies, and maybe it'll make the market competitive and drive the prices down.
That would be really good. But we need there's still gonna be the top of the line, which is the
Oh,
Vive,
of course,
where your PSVR is gonna be your lower end, but still get you into VR at least.
right.
Yeah. Just
Yep.
don't make another Connect, Microsoft. Just don't do it.
Yeah, for gaming, the Kinect just really didn't work out. Not as it stood at the time.
yeah, I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying, like, it doesn't even work for Just Dance. I'd be hitting all those moves and it doesn't read
You sure?
I
You
think it
sure?
could work.
them.
I
You
think it
sure it
could
wasn't
work with
totally
VR
correct?
maybe.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like get like 10%. It's weird.
I
Yeah,
wanna see one of these videos.
No videos. I don't.
No
No.
videos.
I think I
Alright,
have one. I might have one,
post
but
it.
but I think they could maybe use the Connect with VR for their room scaling because it's really good at like getting what's around you. They could use I don't know they can use that for some VR AR stuff in the future.
If they wanted to support it again. I think the
Yeah.
support is already gone, though.
For I think gaming wise, yes. I've read an article today about how that's being used in other fields but less about Xbox, more on PC with just getting room scaling and stuff for PC.
But
Um,
I don't think Microsoft's focused on doing their own VR for their platform.
no, they're not.
I think PSVR was was Sony making the decision not to put a lot of effort into making the next iteration of the PlayStation 4 Pro or whatever they're gonna do with
Right.
Xbox One X. They just went the VR route, see where that went, and then Xbox went the Xbox One X route, better, beefier system, and that
Mhm.
seems to be paying off for them now that the pre-orders are all good. But
Right.
again, I don't think that Microsoft is focused on doing a VR system for the Xbox. I think they focus a lot on the PC because that's where it's going to be, and that's why they went with Oculus Rift. They partnered with them.
Right. Let's talk about Microsoft a little bit. We talked last week about exclusives and stuff. What do you guys think? What could Microsoft do to help bring back their big exclusive list?
Well, they don't. Did they really have a big exclusive list at any time
I feel
during
like they've
their?
had more in the past. I mean, they've never had a huge, I guess, bulk, but they used to have harder hitting exclusives that you couldn't find back in, like, the original Xbox days and the early 360 days.
I think what they need to do is they need to do. They need to take a formula, whatever game it is, and make it better, and then just make an IP out of it. And they did
Right.
this with Forza. They destroyed Gran Turismo. As far
Hmm.
as I know, if Gran Turismo came out with a new game, it doesn't matter anymore. Forza is the place to be if you want to have a car racing game, as far as I know, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Like if they
That
have
is
Forza
the
Horizon,
that
that's
is the
very thing.
racing game.
Yeah.
That's the racing game right now.
So if they did, I'm not saying like old titles bring them back, although they would be good. I know you have some there, but I
Yeah.
think if they just focus on something like that, Sony doesn't have this sort of IP anymore. It's a lull that they don't have this IP or this gameplay, this type of game. Let's make it better, and then just sell that. I think they should just try that. Of course, I put their bring back Halo, like do another Halo,
Yeah,
but
I'm sure there'll be another
Mhm.
Halo. That's
yeah, I'm
something I'm
sure.
sure they won't let die.
But yeah, don't make it 5 again. Like 5 was, I don't know, 5 was short. It was odd. Ending was lackluster.
I never even play 5, to be honest with you.
The multiplayer was good. I mean, Halo 5 multiplayer is always very, very good. They just need to get back. They need to get the story back on track with
I really
Master
kind of
Chief.
fell off Halo with Reach. Like, I played a little bit of 4, but really
A
after
long
Reach,
time
I
ago.
just wasn't playing anymore. But yeah, I think that
Yeah,
they need, like, I think Fable would be a big title they should bring back to, like, the RPG element.
totally.
I think
I
someone
Like,
had to
100% agree.
buy. I think someone had to buy the rights for that
no,
to
I
come
mean
back.
Microsoft still owns the rights. They just don't have the company, the Lionhead Studios isn't around anymore, so they'd have to have another studio make it.
Right, right. Which
I
they
mean, they still
can.
own the rights. Yeah, they can give it to whoever they want. They can do their in-house studio, or they can do Rare or whatever, or outsource it. But I
Hmm.
think if they did a good art, like a Fable RPG, sort of like one, I liked how the one was like you had to get armor and stuff, and 2 and 3 it wasn't really about armor. And
It was more about story and like co-op was
yeah,
2 and 3,
I
and
think they should
they
really focus on the
single
RPG element.
player.
Yeah,
Right. I really liked Fable 1 too. I agree with you 100%. Bring that back. Um, I put Sunset Overdrive too. That's a good one.
I haven't played that game. That was a launch title for the Xbox One, but
Mhm.
I never played it.
It was good. Very good, like, art style,
What would
good
you compare it
gameplay.
to?
Uh, it's a mix between, like, Jet Set Radio and some third-person shooter, any
Hmm,
third-person shooter.
Strange.
It's
that's
strange, but
strange.
it works. It works very well. And
Yeah,
it
they
got
have all
good
the.
reviews. I enjoyed the 5 hours I played into it, and if they brought it, like Sunset Overdrive 2, I'm sure that'll be the same thing. Be good.
I think they need to bring back some of these rare titles, like the Banjo series or the Perfect Dark series. That's a good first-person shooter.
Didn't
Uh,
they try that with, the new one, the
Yeah.
they
Banjo-Kazooie?
Oh,
they did, the last new Banjo was on the 360 a while
Not the
ago.
banjo, I'm sorry. It was,
Perfect Dark.
ukulele.
Oh, it's that was not technically that is not Rare, but it is the same people who made the original Banjo series. So like they left the Rare Studios, made their own studio, made Ukulele.
So
I'm
put it
pretty.
this way, if they did release a banjo, ukulele didn't do very well, so I think they just might be weighing, like, might not be a good
Maybe
idea.
the age of 3D platformers may be over.
Maybe. But then the Odyssey's gonna come out, right?
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, it's Nintendo. People love Nintendo. They make great
Grab
games.
that up.
So,
That's true.
but I don't know if you guys played Oddworld: Stranger's Wrath on the original Xbox. That was a really fun game.
I never got into that.
Oh, I
I
haven't.
liked it.
No,
You
I
ever want
haven't.
a chance to go back and play an old game? It's good.
But
Um,
you only put a couple there, and I just can't think of another one that would bring back. I just think they just need to have new IPs. They need to
they
like
don't have a whole
Anthem.
lot.
Anthem's not gonna
Nothing
be
big.
everywhere. So I don't know.
Right.
I just nothing I can think of right now.
They could be moving to the model where they're less about exclusives and more about supporting those third parties.
Or they're less about making new IPs and more about building their platform, which is why I put a note here that the Play Anywhere,
Hmm.
if they put more into that, which I think they're focused on, they're just gonna see more people coming to their platform, in my
Kind of
opinion.
a shallow list right now.
It's a
The
shallow
play
list, but let's
play
say
any.
it grows. Let's say people are like
Oh yeah.
they see the actual value in it. Because I'll just read out if no one knows what Play Anywhere title is. This is straight from the Microsoft site. Is what is Play Anywhere? Now, when you own an Xbox Play Anywhere digital title, it's yours to play on both Xbox One and PC and Windows 10 PC. The progress goes with you. Picking up where you left off on another Xbox One or Windows 10 PC brings all your saves, game add-ons, and achievements with you. And then some titles I was looking forward to was Everspace, Shadow of War, Sea of Thieves, Cuphead, and The Long Dark.
It's good. Some
So
good titles.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could go the route of Valve, make a good platform like Steam, and then have good crossplay between PC and Xbox.
Hmm.
Build on that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll have another iteration of Halo and Gears of War here soon.
Hopefully
So
sooner rather than later.
yeah. I mean, I played Gears of War 4. It was okay.
I
It
never
didn't. It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me like Halo or Gears of War 1 and 2 did.
When
But
you start getting
that's
into the 4s, 5s of the games, you're just like, what are we doing now?
yeah,
Make a new
yeah.
IP, do something, or make a new adventure with the same IP, like Uncharted did with the Lost, like it's the new one,
Right. That little spin-off
yeah,
series.
little
Yeah.
spin-off series, like that did really well, and it's not Uncharted. It's not Uncharted 5. It's Uncharted something else. Although Uncharted 4 did really well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's just I'm not sure if Uncharted 5 is where they want to go with it. Maybe they want to do these mini series of
Well,
different
do you
people. I
know
don't know.
how the most recent one ended?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's only. I mean, I don't really want to say it because I know Brandon hasn't played
Nope.
it.
Nope.
But yeah, I can see where you're going with that though.
Yeah, like there's. I mean, you can. There's somewhere they can go with it, but is it going to be the same?
Yeah, is it? We don't know. We don't know.
But it's like this one's like the Lost Legacies or whatever, the new one that just came out. Excuse me. But I don't know. It's not even a full price game, so I'm probably gonna pick it up.
Yeah, 10 hours of pure awesome um Uncharted gameplay with a new storyline. I don't see why not.
Yep.
I might wait for it to go down to 20, but yeah.
Let's I want to double back real quick back to Gamescom and the PUBG Invitational. Y- I don't know. I've watched a little bit of it. Those people play a whole lot better than I do. I can. It's crazy
Yeah,
how good they are.
yeah. So they, like we talked about the past couple weeks about all the prize pool and everything. So turns out that some random guy um won the solo, and he played like the most passive game in the world,
Yeah.
where
Did he
he
not?
sorry.
Did he get any kills at the end?
He had to
Uh,
kill one at the
yeah.
very
So
end.
he won one game. Uh, all of his points were of him surviving late in the game by hiding. Like there's a video actually of him that he's stuck in a rock, and he just sits there and he'll keeps healing himself up to place as high as he can because he can't get out of the rock. Uh, um, yeah. He played super passive. If he didn't have to shoot at someone, he didn't. He just played super, super passive, playing the survival aspect of it instead of the
Hmm.
kills, and he ended up winning. He's a Korean player. His name's Evermore. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, but other than that, duo first person Cloud9, duo third person Swiss My Bucket, This is a team from Switzerland. They actually had no corporate backing. They actually went to the event and qualified the day before to get into the actual invitational. So they weren't invited. They showed up, went through all the qualifying games, and got in the top 40 to enter in the actual, money pool tournament, and they ended up winning.
That's a cool story,
That's
actually.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
that's really
good
cool.
to it's good to hear people can act like without having all these sponsorships and
Mhm.
backings and things. They can still go in these tournaments and win. That's really endearing to hear if you're you want to be a competitive player.
Oh yeah, and that's what they talked about a lot was, you know, it's crazy because even if you don't have all that support, because to be honest, well, first of all, squad's winner was Luminosity, but a lot of the people on these teams um, are not necessarily the best players in the world. They're more or less, a lot of them ended up being popular streamers, and that's how they got on the team. Now that may change going forward, where you
Mhm.
may see someone get dropped off a team because they just want a better player instead of a more popular person. But and that's the thing, PUBG, like, it's not all based on skill, really. I would say that there is an aspect that you actually just lose to RNG because of the circle placement and everything. And a lot of in the duo, Cloud9 and TSM actually in the third person uh, tournament. So both Cloud9 and TSM had two duo teams, and it was their squad team just split up into two. They actually ended up kept running into each other and having to kill each other. So like it kind of sucks because they hurt their own team,
Right.
but it's something you can't do anything about. You just run into your own teammate that's technically your enemy at the time, and it hurts your overall ranking.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some TV shows, I guess. I finished The Defenders since last week. Hey, I don't think you have yet, right?
No, I'm still only like halfway done. But like I really want to finish it. I'm really liking it. But yeah, I think you said it was just okay.
Yeah. There's I don't know. It's unlike the I guess Daredevils and the Jessica Jones. Like there's not. I don't know. I don't feel gratified at the end. Like there, it doesn't seem like there was all this buildup, but it was like it was very lackluster. Like there was no no climax. Like the climax wasn't what I was expecting. I guess. Like it doesn't feel like the Avengers. You know how the Avengers got on there, and like you see all these people get together that you've been waiting for a long time, and I don't know. It doesn't. There's no I don't know. Guess big grand payoff for the whole squad to be together,
Gotcha.
and yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts. I still think it's good. I still think it's definitely worth the watch and watch the whole series. But yeah, it's not nothing great. Game of Thrones finished this season 7.
Oh boy,
That last episode was something.
the long the long wait.
It was, and I think I really like. I mean, it's a shorter season than normal. There's only 7 episodes,
Yeah,
and normally there's 10. So we lose like a whole month's worth of show. But that last episode was 91 minutes long. So we got to see a lot in one
yeah.
episode.
I think the longer episodes kind of made up for it a little bit. Obviously, it's still probably not total runtime as
Right.
much, but I mean, it's like winter came and now we still gotta wait for it.
I want to
Or
hear stuff like comparatively against seasons. Like, how did this season
yeah.
hold up?
People are talking about how the writing in this season isn't as good. I don't know if I agree to that. I mean, they don't have source material to go off of anymore because before, up to the last 2 seasons, they've had the book source material to go, reference back to. Now they're having to write this stuff on their own. I still think it's good. It's very fast paced now. There's not a whole lot of drawing things
Yeah,
out and
we're
seeing it play
definitely
out.
getting
But
down the wire.
yeah, it's
Like
the
the
curtain's
last
closing.
season,
So
the last season is going to be pure action.
yeah, I feel that way. We're definitely getting more action than normal. There's not any filler. You're getting it all. You're getting the meat.
Yeah. So there's going to be 2 conflicts in the last season, and I thought like one of them was going to be solved in this season, but no, neither. So now it's like we got 8 more episodes to like deal with 2 big problems, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, I think the actors, they're the performances are just as good as they've always been. I mean, there's people complaining about all the fan service that's going on, but I mean, as a fan, it's nice to see some of those things sometimes. Like you're so invested in the show. Sometimes it's nice to see the writers make a little nod at a internet meme or something. It's nice. But yeah,
That's where the popularity is. The memes.
it's
Oh, yeah.
memes, dreams.
I mean, that's
But,
where you get me. I don't know anything about the show, so when I scroll on Facebook, I see a meme. I'm like, hey, I'm somewhat up to date on what's happening.
Yeah, but eight's probably going to be forever away. Could be up to over a year before we see season 8.
Don't say that.
So maybe maybe this next season will have a little bit better writing in some people's opinion, but we don't want to give too much away. But hopefully it'll be great. It'll be a good ending, and then we can get on to the spinoffs and see how those go.
Gonna miss it forever.
It will be different. Not looking forward to new Game of Thrones episodes with those characters at least. But some other news that came out. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
I did like how we went over like the acting and how it was evolved, or maybe how the special effects were really good this one. Because I can see how long has this been going, the Game of Thrones. How
Since
many years?
2010. So 7
So
years.
I'm sure you can look back on like season 1, then look at back on season 7 and say, oh, the special effects have gotten a lot better.
Oh, there's definitely a whole lot more special effects going on these last 2 seasons than there has been previously.
And then you can see possibly where you see a character, without giving any spoilers of course, evolve and throughout these seasons, and see how the actor or the actress really has changed. And
that is
I
one
like
of my favorite parts about the show is the character evolution. Like
yeah,
you can see the characters evolve in the show, and it's really nice.
because this is my perspective, because I like the TVs and movie show aspect of this podcast. I don't watch a lot. I play a lot of video games, so I like hearing all this stuff. So the more the more you can give me about, hey, this TV show, what the character develops really well, and this happens, I'm way more interested. And I think the listeners are more interested in that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it. Never mind. Spoiler.
It's hard, especially if you're doing a podcast about TVs and you're not trying to give away spoilers. The only real thing you can really talk about is how how good is it comparatively. If you put on a scale of previous seasons, what's this one compared to? And yeah, I think going with that line, like going with that rubric, like that criteria is a lot better than trying to navigate around spoilers,
Right. I definitely think that this season has had some of my more favorite episodes, and last season as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Some other news that's came out recently is that Disney confirmed that they are going to make an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. So that'll be the next Star Wars spinoff.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is awesome. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever
played
talked
every
about that,
Star Wars game.
I'm hoping this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie is a lot informative of what happens on with him between 3 and 4.
Yeah, some kind of he's got to have gone into like exile and lost it, and
Right.
because he's lost basically everything, and everyone's all the Jedi's are getting exterminated. Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
it'd be good. I think it'd be good.
yeah, I know these movies were made. I don't know what 20 years apart, 30
Hmm.
years apart, but I want to see how the character progressed to how he was in the fourth movie. Because from the third, like if you watch the third, then the fourth, the character could be two different people, and you would never know it by the way the way they act. But I
Yeah,
mean,
so yeah,
it is
we're
hard
talking
with that
between 3 and
year
4,
period.
right?
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah,
with
okay.
Ian McGregor and then the original actor of Obi-Wan.
Right.
I know it's really hard to, I guess, make it. I don't know, get the characters the same, but I like to see, like at least like them to explain his kind of change as a character into how he became this old man in the
Hermit.
desert, this hermit. Yeah,
Or even better, the story behind what happened, like the
yeah,
fall. Like I think that would be really good to see because it'll probably put a lot of darkness and everything sets in, and then having his perspective as like almost like one of the last Jedi. It's gonna be crazy because if he pulls out the lightsaber, he's like Jedi, he's like the one
right.
of the last ones. They should all attack him, or maybe the
Ha-
Empire's hunting for him, or who
yeah.
knows.
Have you seen Logan?
Yeah.
I'd be cool to. I like to see an Obi-Wan style, like
Oh,
Logan
like
style movie, like
yeah,
a grizzled Obi-Wan. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Disney couldn't do that though.
I mean, it doesn't have to be as as dark and gritty as Logan, but the kind of like it's very post. It's not really, and not Star Wars. It's post-apocalyptic, but like Logan was like the kind of
Hmm.
he's on his own. He's alone. That
There's these being hunted, sort of,
yeah,
or at least part of like people with him are being hunted because they know of him.
right.
Yeah,
It's a dark world for him.
but there's no leaks or anything. Just an announcement, right? Nothing.
Yeah, they just said that they're interested in doing it. They haven't even talked about who would even play him. I hope it's Ian McGregor, but
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Can we talk about Star Wars stuff? Maybe not the last movie, but can we like just talk about the kind of what's going on without people being upset with spoilers?
I feel like if you haven't seen this past Star Wars, then like you deserve spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we could see more Darth Maul because he's still around in the TV shows, Rebel TV show and stuff. It'd be
But
cool to see him on the
how?
big screen again.
But
Have you not kept up with like the
I
TV
know
shows?
I know of it. I know of that he's in there, but I don't remember how it came to be.
It's
Like,
just he didn't like he wasn't killed at the end of the first one, and he's I guess not been in the spot. Like he's not with Palpatine or the Sith anymore, and he's got his robotics legs and stuff.
are you sure
But
that's canon though?
yes, that's canon. And he's in both the Clone Wars and Rebels, which is canon.
Really?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, so
there is.
I've heard different.
I don't want to
I
ruin
don't
it,
know.
but there is an arc, and it does have an ending with Darth Maul and everything. But I think it'd be cool to maybe see him in the big screen
Hmm.
again.
Again,
I think he's my favorite, besides Darth Vader, my favorite Star Wars villain.
I mean, who else can
Sad,
I
face
mean,
two Jedis at once and like
right?
right?
put up a really good fight, right?
But then
I
get
mean,
cut
if he
in half.
wasn't, all he had to do was stick his lightsaber down and cut off his fingers, and he would have won. But instead, he had to boast a little bit. That's the Sith downfall, I guess.
It is. It is.
Unfortunately, Disney also said they have interest in doing a Jabba the Hutt movie.
Please. Oh no.
Please no.
I
Just do
can't.
an Ewok movie instead.
Please no.
I don't.
Jar
I,
Jar would be better.
I don't like that language.
Well, can we focus on other characters like Boba Fett?
Oh yeah.
Let's get
Oh,
some.
yeah.
Let's look at them. They're barely in the original movies, but they're a huge fan favorite.
Wait, does my
Like,
last statement make me racist?
What?
against
For
what?
what?
Slugs?
What are you talking about?
I don't like Jabba the Hutt's language.
I mean, you don't
Oh.
like Huttese?
I can't stand it. So
You know what? No, don't
so
do Jabba the Hutt. Just do the little rat thing that hangs out with him. That would be a
It needs to
better
be like
movie than Jabba
it'd
the
be
Hutt.
like a buddy cop movie with Jabba the Hutt and his little rat thing.
my God.
Even better. This is it. Disney, write this down.
Let's go. We got all the information here.
But Boba Fett movie,
Yeah,
I
like
think
they're doing
people
the
would
Han
love
Solo
that.
movie, Obi-Wan movie. Let's get another main character, not Jabba the Hutt. Like, what? Like no one cares about Jabba the Hutt.
I don't know what they could do with that. There's nothing they could do.
They can make up whatever they want with it, but I don't see a whole lot of interest with it. I'm not sitting there going, I wonder what Jabba's been up to. Like I'm sure he's been sitting in his palace with his dancing slaves and
I think about
smoking
it
what
every
looks
day.
like a hookah.
running what are they called? Pod racers.
Hey,
Yeah,
he lives the life. I mean, that's what we're missing here.
I mean, metal bikinis is the way to go.
Where are we
He
going
is-
with this?
he is innovative.
Where is this going? Okay, we started this conversation by saying possible Jabba the Hutt movie. Let's hope it doesn't exist. Like
Let's
it will
hope
never
it doesn't exist. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Might as
Yeah,
well
I
make
think
a Jar
someone-
Jar movie. Make
yep.
everybody what they want and give them a Jar Jar movie.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Yeah,
him
I'm sure it's what-
being,
And
of
have
him
Jar
being
Jar die at the
Lord?
very end.
No.
We don't know what's going on. Maybe
We're-
he'll come back in the Obi-Wan movie. Oh, that'll be great.
Please no.
And he'll be a Sith Lord.
Sith Lord. Oh, memes there.
Darth Jar Jar. The memes.
Mm-hmm.
Memes are real. Also, I don't know if you guys are into this or seen it, but the Super Troopers 2 trailer came out.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
excited for that. Haven't seen the trailer, but
It's hilarious.
I watched that the first one when I was way too young to watch it, and it changed my life.
No, there. I'll tell you a little bit apart of one of the
I
scenes.
drink syrup for the rest of my life.
You know. So you remember they pulled the guy over and did the whole meow thing in the first one?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, at the end of the trailer for the second one, they pull him over again, but they don't remember who he is. But oh no. But he remembers them. And he's like, oh, I remember you guys. You did the whole meow thing. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they do the whole, like, they lean over the top of the car and, like, try to talk to each other. Like, whisper or whatever. But then he's like, I can hear what you're saying. They're like, man, we've been doing this for years.
I gotta
Yeah.
watch it.
I'm excited for it. It's got a 4/20 release date, so kudos to
course.
them for that.
Uh-huh. But
Are we
talking in theaters?
Yep.
Oh wow. I didn't think there was
Yep.
I thought it was gonna go to just video release, but
Nope. It is
wow.
going to be in the theaters.
Let's put it this way, if it does really well in the theaters, you could see a Super Troopers 3. Too.
At this day and age, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a beer fest too. I don't know if you guys seen that one. It's another one with the same actors.
Well,
No.
well, at the end of it, they were supposed to come out with like,
Weed Fest.
yeah, with Willie Nelson.
With
but
Willie Nelson.
that
Yeah,
never
it never happened.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's that. I don't know. We're at
Destiny 2
55
beta.
minutes. You want to talk about Destiny real fast?
Destiny 2 beta today for the people that pre-ordered. And I watched the stream, the launch, which was today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the large streamers were trying to get into this game. And the keywords is trying to get into it. They
Same.
had issues.
I had issues.
Yeah, and it doesn't bode well for the PC release, in my opinion. They have time though to fix it. But basically what happened was people had to like recreate their accounts and go to EU rather than NA. So there was something wrong with NA.
Well, they haven't bought the game twice then?
Hmm?
Were they buying the game twice?
No, they just I think I don't remember. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Early access, because it's early access today. By the time this podcast comes out, it'll be up for everybody. But to make another account and play, you'd have to have early access.
Probably, but in this case, Lyric gave up on it, and then Tim the Tatman I think gave up on it. I'm not sure if he did, but all those big streamers were trying to stream it, and then of course some of them got in, but it's still out there. I'm not gonna. I just wanted to point that out because I hope this changes on the PC release. I hope there's no issues. And as for just playing the PC, just for like, I will be playing it tonight right after this podcast. But just for the minute of logging in, just to see all the settings and changing my field of view and seeing like over 144 frames, I'm just like, I was just very, very happy, and it looks amazing. So yeah, please, just if you're interested in Destiny 2 beta, and Destiny 2 itself is open beta starting tomorrow, or at least when this comes out, so 29th through 31st. So download it, play it, enjoy it.
Join Wrath Incarnate.
Absolutely. Join that Wrath Incarnate.
Yep. Well, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up from here. We're getting close to our time. So, Andrew, if you want to close us out, go ahead.
Absolutely. So, I'm Andrew. I am the leader or co-owner of PixelPub, and you can visit pixelpubgaming.com for all news, information regarding our Destiny 2 clan and our YouTube channel and our podcast, because this podcast is on SoundCloud, it's on iTunes, it's on Pocket Casts, it'll be on YouTube soon as well. So and you can also read a little bit about us and where you can find us as well. Actually, Brandon, I need to add you to the crew.
You need to add me, man.
Yeah, I do need to add you. Just send me your information, and we'll add him too, where you can find us under Battle Tags or Steam or PSN or Xbox. So just visit that site, pixelpubgaming.com.
All right, and Jared.
As always, I'm TBMJ_Blaze on most outlets. As you all know, I'm co-founder here with Brandon of the Bad Mama Jammas. Just check out my stream on the weekends. I've been streaming, like, I think this weekend I streamed like 9.5 hours on Sunday, so that was cool.
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah. So on the weekends I'm on a lot. Through the week I stream WoW. Just hit me up.
All right. Well, I'm Brandon, ABOP on literally everything except the Xbox and PlayStation, but I'll get that changed soon or later or eventually. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Please subscribe, give us a like, give us feedback, ratings, iTunes, SoundCloud, Pocket Casts. We're on all the good things. So yeah, make sure you're subscribing. Go back, listen to the first 2 weeks or first 3 weeks now, right? Not 2 weeks. Yeah. I forget.
Before this.
It's been a while. But yeah, go listen, go give them likes, whatever. Share them with your friends. Share them with your family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, do all those things. But I think that'll do it for us. So we'll see you later.
Bye.
See you.